turn my camera on. Welcome everyone, welcome to Hellstorm Wargaming. We started early, this is the pre-show, this is where I make sure everything sounds alright. So what I do then is I go back to the weight screen. And then we come back and it's great. I'm sat in a different chair, so I'm like gigantic, so I'm going to have to crouch and lean. But how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Hellstorm Wargaming. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a great day. Today, it's going to be a really, really short coffee time because I'm actually filming a battle report today. And I didn't really plan on doing a coffee time today because we did so many videos yesterday. But I've got the Death Guard Codex. So, if you are with us here nice and early, because you're all beautiful and lovely and amazing, if you've got any questions, let's go. We can talk about it. We can chat. We can have a natter. So, there we go. That looks better. That looks better. But how's it going, everyone? Thank you very much for tuning in. Hey, Mortarion, how's it going? We've got Ire. How's it going? Combat Wombat, they look really, really, really good. They do look really, really good. I agree. But yeah, so I'm filming with Tom today. We're going to do Death Guard versus Necrons, which will be really fun. Because these guys are absolutely busted, so we're only really going to be able to run like big new armies against them, basically. Hello everyone, hello Ragnar, hello Range. Bugman has got a question, go for it. Are Morty Magnus back? You could definitely run Morty Magnus, yeah. I think it's going to cost you a lot of CP though. That's the only issue. I don't think Morty has Heretic Astartes anymore. I think it's just Bastartes, as we've now dubbed it. Oh, he does have Heretic Astartes. He doesn't. Okay. So yeah, he could run Mount Morty and Magnus again. What do Death Guard lose if the army is not all keyword Death Guard? I think they lose the contagion abilities. I think that's it. If your army is Battleforged, to get all the normal abilities like Disease Minions, Photed Virion, Inexorable Advance, etc. And let me check the other page. Well, this is why I'm doing this live stream, so you can ask really in-depth questions like that, even that I don't know yet. Contagion. So you lose contagions. You don't get the contagion ability, which means you won't get any of the cool warlord traits either, because they won't have a range, I guess. I'm not sure on that one. I don't know if Morty would keep the contagion, because it says if every model in your army, every unit in your army has a Death Guard keyword, excluding unaligned units, this unit gains the following ability. While enemy units within contagion range, subtract 1 from the enemy toughness. But then it says contagion abilities increase with the battle round. So maybe he does. Maybe he does keep his contagion, but they don't get -1 toughness. He keeps the warlord trait contagion, which is like half move or turn off rerolls, etc. So that'd be interesting. So yeah, you can run Morty and Magnus together because he's got Heretic Astartes. He's got Heretic Astartes still, so you can run Morty and Magnus in the same detachment. You could go Morty, Magnus and a Kaitan, for example. I don't know what else you could run in there. Maybe a Brass Scorpion if you really wanted to. Put them in a super heavy. Mortarion might get a warlord trait such as Sanguis Flux or the Droning to stop people moving half, makes people move half or turn off rerolls within 9 inches. But I don't think he'll get the -1 toughness. I don't think he will get that one. I don't know if he'll get the warlord trait either because he says, because that's all one box. The one that says if you're all Death Guard you get contagion, then it talks about contagion range at the bottom. So I presume if you do, you don't get that. Am I right in thinking Morty gets 3 warlord traits at once? You're wrong. He gets 4. He gets 4 warlord traits. He does keep it that. I mean, Tabletop Titans might not be right. You know. Don't take anyone's word for it until it's written out by the people who make the game, right? But yeah, so Mortarion gets Arch Contaminator, which is reroll wounds with plague weapons. He gets Living Plague, which essentially you can't use aura abilities within 3 inches. He gets Revoltingly Resilient, which is a 5+ Feel No Pain. Then 3 Warlord traits. And then when the game starts, he gets to choose one of the Warlord traits from the Plague companies as well. Any of the 7. So he has 4 Warlord traits. I don't know if this question's already been asked, but what am I supposed to do with cultists now? Throw them in the bin? Melt them down? Turn them into terrain? I don't know. Literally anything other than put them on the board. The psycho roll regarding Morty was fake, indeed. Use cultist fraction. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all cultists can do that. It's just raise banners, deploy scramblers, etc. It's 50 points. You'd only take a unit of 10 to deploy scramblers now. You might want to strategically reserve them to do it at the other side, but don't know. You should take my word for everything. I take my word for everything, and my word is that everyone is always wrong. Just because people like me sit in front of a camera and play Warhammer for a living doesn't mean we're right. It just means we're playing Warhammer. No one else is, so. The HQ restrictions are ridiculous. Poggers, big poggers. Let's get some poggers in the chat. There's a giveaway. I want to tell you about a giveaway, but before I do, the Lord of the Death Guard, the Infernal Jealousy rule is ridiculous, I agree. Because it says you can only have 1 Lord in each detachment and 1 Demon Prince in each detachment. But a Demon Prince is a Lord by its keyword, so why is that a thing? Why can I only take 1 Demon Prince? Because it's a Death Guard detachment, so there's only 1 type of Demon Prince in here, and it's a Death Guard one. Now, if I took a Nurgle detachment, and I could take 3 Demon Princes, and they're all Death Guard. I could take 3 Death Guard Demon Princes in 1 detachment. I just say it's a Nurgle detachment, not a Death Guard one. But I won't get any Death Guard benefits, but I'd be Nurgle, you know? Because he has the Nurgle keyword, he has Heretic Astartes, he has Death Guard. I could take it as a Chaos Space Marine detachment. Makes you more wrong. No, it doesn't make me more wrong, it makes me completely right. Morning, Patrick, how's it going? My psychological manipulation. Use cultists for Necromunda. It's a good use for them, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, I reckon because the only 2 HQs that you've got outside of Lord of the Death Guard are Psychers, and they got rid of the Chaos Sorcerer. You can't use the Chaos Sorcerer. There's only a Sorcerer Intimidator armor, or the Plaguecaster. They're the only 2. Everyone else is a Lord of the Death Guard. So you're pretty much always going to be playing a malignant Plaguecaster. So that's why they're charging 40 quid for it on the website, bastards. So now I know what you're doing on Friday, reading a book while pretending to paint. The book was next to me, to be fair. There's no demons in the Codex now. Okay, quickly, side note, guys. You might have heard of the Las Vegas Open. Have you heard of it? Well, they're doing a humongous giveaway that I want to tell you about. It's one of those Gleam ones where you like follow a page to get 10 entries and stuff like that. You probably, because you're a Warhammer fan, you're probably already doing it. You're probably already doing all the things on this giveaway, so I want to tell you about it so you can go do it. Also follow me on Twitter because that's part of it. And enter the giveaway, and you can win up to £1,000 from Frontline Gaming. And then if you're in the UK, you can make them pay shipping. I think maybe I don't know what the rules and regulations are, but there's a whole bunch. But you're probably doing most of it anyway, so you can just buy existing. You can enter, and then you can do more if you want to. There you go. So is the Codex to the other supplements? Is this the Codex to the other supplements where you need the Chaos Codex to play it? No, this is a standalone Codex. Standalone. To play Death Guard, you only need this. You don't need any other book. Nick, isn't there a rule somewhere saying you can't take a Psycho with Morty? No. Not what I've seen. That was fake, I think. I haven't seen anything in Crusade, but I'll have a quick look. That's the only way I could see it being a thing in Crusade. But it was all fake anyway. The Supreme Command detachment that it mentioned didn't have any capitals. Psycho wasn't bold. It was a really bad fake. But I'm just checking Crusade just to make sure. It's not a thing, because otherwise you won't be able to build it. You won't be able to build a list unless it's a patrol. If you ran Morty, because you won't be able to run any more than one HQ in any other detachment, because they're all Lords of the Death Guard, so that limits it. Then the only other choices are Psychers. So yeah, weird. But yeah, jump on that Gleam link. I've put a link in the chat. It's free to enter. All you have to do is like subscribe, like follow Hellstorm on Twitter. Okay. Go to Hellstorm's Facebook court page. Okay, cool. I'll go there. I've entered. Go to every other channel. So it's basically every channel that's involved. So just go and check them out. And it's free. So and you win $1,000. And all you have to do is like look at people's YouTube pages. You don't even have to subscribe, but you probably already do. The Demon Prince and the Lord of Contagion and the Lord of Rivers must be separate, right? Otherwise, why specifying the rule that you'd only take one per detachment? That's my flawed logic. Yeah, it's weird because, again, it's like they're all Lords of the Death Guard. Everyone. The only two HQs that aren't Lord of the Death Guard is the Plaguecaster and the Sorcerer. But you can't take a Chaos Sorcerer. Why? Why can't I take a Chaos Sorcerer? I've got that really nice plastic one. You know, that new one that they brought out with Faith and Fury, where he's got, like, holding the thing. I thought that was really cool. I've got that one. And I was going to paint him as a Death Guard. I mean, I was going to pay someone else to paint him as a Death Guard. And I can't, because you can't use him. So I've just got to use the Plaguecaster, the stupid one with the baby face. Look at it. Stupid. Look how stupid he is. Baby face. Even Demon Princes are Lords of the Death Guard. Yep. Yes, they are. They have, let me tell you. They have Monster, Character, Psyker, Demon, Bastartes, Lord of the Death Guard, Demon Prince. That's what they have. Do you think Morty is fairly balanced at his points? I'm not sure yet. Morty is like an auto take. You would not play Death Guard without Morty now. You wouldn't walk out. You wouldn't look in this book. Outside of playing, if you're playing narrative, whatever. You wouldn't look in this book, right? And look through it and go, you know what? I'm going to play a competitive game tomorrow. You see this 500-point model that's obnoxious and ridiculous and it's got 4 warlord traits? I'm not going to use him. No, you would always use him. Always use him. There's a Plaguecaster model in the Hero Series 3. Yes, I would love one. I love that model. So if anyone's got one spare, then hit me up. I would love it. I picked the right time to start a Death Guard army. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. My mate has both Maggie and Morty. Would taking both be more likely now? I mean, it could work, yeah. It'd be really strong because Morty just warp times Mortarion. Magnus and Morty, sorry. Yeah, just warp time. Warp time is what Mortarion needs. I don't need it. Just having it is good. He's so strong. He's so strong. It's really horrible. That's crap. No demons in the book. I mean, Jay McLeod, you didn't really use it. You didn't really use the demons in the book. They were pretty much there just for summoning if you really needed the data sheet. Where's it gone? Will they be able to ally with their own gods, own legions for no penalty? What do you think? I don't think you will be able to. You won't get Contagions and Nurgle from this book if you take Nurgle demons in there. So, but Nurgle might have its own ability, and you'll probably be able to suit, but you just won't get as many benefits. So again, the -1 toughness bubble is really good. It's kind of like not worth giving up in my opinion. But that's what they're trying to push for. They said when they brought out 8th edition, they want to push like single faction armies. And then they just didn't. But now they're finally doing that because they're giving you such good benefits for being that pure army now. Not that I play 40k, says Moon. Just catch up on the Twitch chat. Good thing I have Morty. Fair. Yeah, he's so good. Morty is ridiculous. Is it worth taking patrols to get more Lords of the Death Guard like Typhus and Demon Prince? So if you're running Mortarion, I don't think you do because you've got because Mortarion's a chapter master now, so he can choose a unit to give it full rerolls to hit, and he's got a reroll 1 aura, and he's got a humongous base. So, so if you're running Mortarion, probably not. If you're not running Mortarion, maybe you probably think about going double patrol. I think, because then you can get the more characters in. But then you're taking like 2 lords. You know, you've got like space for like I think it's 6 troops, which is enough. You've got 4 elites, which is again enough because your special characters in the elite slot only take up 1 choice. And then you've got loads of heavy support, so probably double patrol would be decent. We're going to see so many Terminators. Terminators are really good. Yeah, the Terminators are really strong. And they're cheap as well. I mean, I ran 10 Plague Marines yesterday, kitted out to be combat. And I think it was 240 points. And for 205, I had a Blight Lord unit with a flail. So... I paid through the nose for the paint set to get that sweet Heroes Playcaster from Japan. Well, if anyone wants to do that to me, then send it me for free, because I don't want to pay through the nose. I would really like one, but I just don't want to pay for it. You know, it's one of those things. It's like, yes, I could pay a lot of money and get this model, but I just don't want to, because it shouldn't be so much. It should be like a £5. I'm also Titan from Northern England, so I don't have a lot of money because I'm tight. If you took both brothers, would you take a battalion of Death Guard or Thousand Suns? I'd have thought DC, so Death Guard, I presume, as they would give away less points and are more durable. Yeah, something like that. I was saying to someone last night, like 8th edition, Magnus, Mortarion, Thousand Suns battalion with like some Zangors in there, and then some like Plague Bearers would actually be a quite a fun list. They're going to nerf Morty for sure, so enjoy what you can. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they nerf Mortarion, because of the fact that he is so good. I think it's the Warlord traits that are doing it, because like his data sheet is 500 points. It's really, really good. Yeah, I'll message you back as well, Josh. I've just been really busy, as you know. I think Mortarion's 4th Warlord trait kind of like gets a bit obnoxious, because because some of the Play Company Warlord traits are really good. Again, like yesterday, I used him against Alex, and I took I can't remember what it's called now. Which one was it? The combat-y one. Where's it gone? It was definitely there. I definitely read it. Yeah, I took Gloaming Blow. So that Warlord trait is you can't Overwatch or set to defend, and enemy units within range can't reroll the hit or wound roll. And Mortarion makes it 9 inches automatically. And obviously you can also take the other one, which is the droning. You half the move it characteristics of any models within range. Those two are like so strong, and being able to put it on something that's so tough that can't be killed very easily, that can then makes it 9 inches from turn 1, because he counts it as the longest range, which he can then make 12 inches. It's really good. So what you do is take Mortarion, if you can do it, if the Plague Company, the Contagion Warlord traits do work, you put him on the table, giving them a half move, warp time into your opponent deployment zone, and be like, deal with that, and you can't get away from it. But I think that 4th Warlord trait breaks him. I think 3 Warlord traits is pretty strong. You know, 5+ fear no pain with -1 damage is really good. Turning off aura abilities against the unit that you're within 3 inches of, which is only a little bit, is fine. And Arch Contaminator is fine as well. I just think it's that 4th one that just tips him over just over the edge, because they are so strong. Because you can choose any. If it was limited to 1 or 2, then fine. But man, they're so good. He's so good. From one Mikey to another, you look tired. I'm fine, mate. Thank you. I've not finished my first coffee yet. This is my first coffee of the day. Let's have a quick catch up. How are Death Shroud now, bud? Like the preview rules, police the models. Yeah, Death Shroud are really good because they're really cheap. They're really cheap. They're like, what, 30-40 points per model? Death Shroud. They're 50 points a model, which is fair enough. The 50 points, 3 to 6, so you can get quite a big blob of them. They've obviously got +1 wound, +1 attack. Sadly, they didn't get 4 wounds, which I was very annoyed about. They should have got 4 wounds. But +1 wound and +1 attack. And they've got that dual scythe now, which is good at clearing hordes. So, how many poxwalkers can you be in 2K? I don't know. If you only took poxwalkers, I mean, you get 40 and 200 points. So it'd be 400. Yeah, 400 poxwalkers. There you go. There's your answer. Morning, B-Bag. Rhino should be auto take. No one shoots an empty Rhino on objective. Yeah, but that empty Rhino now gives you -1 toughness if you get too close. Which is mad. Absolutely mad. Turning off auras is the strongest. Yeah, turning off auras, but it's only 3 inches, that one. The fact that you can turn off rerolls within 9 inches is too good. Too good. Tom says, with the current speed of the codexes, when do you think all factions have got a codex? A year, 2 years? Well, we're not going to see another codex for a month now because Games Workshop are struggling with release rates. So I think we'll probably see them pick back up maybe March or April time. Like pick up to like normal speed. And I reckon it'll be back to like 2 a month. So I reckon every codex will have every faction will have a codex maybe like just beginning of next year. Like this time next year we won't be many left. Can you clarify something for me? Does each save with revolting resilience trigger separating plate? Plate is just after the bearer has been attacked on a 2+ they take a multiple now. It doesn't work the same way it used to be. Have you seen the new sprue of the poxwalkers? Oh, which one? Because they're just from Dark Imperium, and then they've just put a massive price tag on them. Maybe that summer coffee sorted you much better now. Thank you, Mikey Creed. Well, thank you for your concern. Honestly, guys, when people come in and like they're like a little bit concerned of me, it really humbles me more than people saying nice things. So thank you very much for caring for my welfare, because I don't. My well-being, sorry, not my welfare. Have Poxwalkers lost Feel No Pain? So Poxwalkers went to a 6-up Feel No Pain, but they're actually probably one of the few units that kept it. Thoughts on how the combat patrol box for Death Guard isn't evenly? It is legal if you don't use all the models. That is an issue with rules writing and marketing. So yeah, it's just one of those things. It's a bit rubbish. But it's just like because the people who are making the products aren't the ones writing the rules. So that would have been designed and put together before the rules got even written, I imagine. Have they nerfed Poxwalkers banned with Typhus? No, not terribly. He's not completely nerfed. He gives them +1 strength, and you can cast a psychic power on him to make him toughness 5. Sorry. Because their toughness 4 naturally in Gift of Contagion is still +1 strength and toughness. So you can make them strength 6, toughness 5. Yeah, strength 6, toughness 5 with 2 attacks each. Not too bad. Not too shabby. So charging Rhinos -1 toughness. Yes. Watched TT game yesterday. Morty died for repulsor in a single blow. I don't know what they're doing anymore. Mortarion shouldn't have died for a repulsor. The only way to kill him is Daka, though, like multiple 1 damage shots. Seriously, entering that competition is like getting a part-time job. I'm not sure the financial benefit outweighs the user time. Well, I think the best way to do it is just to go through the ones that you already do. If you don't want to do all of them, then that's fair enough. But yeah, if you just do the ones that you've already done, I mean, it's just like a clarification check. If you're watching on your phone, it'd be a lot more awkward. I would suggest doing it on your PC. Oh, Morty killed the repulsor. Right, okay. I thought you meant that repulsor killed Morty. Like, yeah, in our game yesterday, Morty killed the unit of Custody's bikes in one go. No lookout for the Lord. Oh, so the Death Shroud, they can't protect Mortarion anymore, but they're basically like Crypto Thralls and Bodyguards in the Space Marine Codex. So if you've got a character with less than 9 wounds within 3 of the Death Shroud, you can't target the character at all, which means it ignores snipers as well. So they can't target them with snipers. So they're actually pretty good as like bodyguards for smaller characters. Just so they don't interact with Mortarion anymore, which is a bit of a shame. I get you now, Loophole. My apologies. My apologies. So yeah, Mortarion is ridiculous. He cut through everything. Yes, he cut through most of a Telemon as well, in one go. they use the Dark Imperial sprues with the poxwalkers sprues, so you get half a marine, and with the Chosen of Mortarion, you get the other half. If you get both, you get a free marine. Brilliant. That Chosen of Mortarion is ridiculous. It's so expensive. I was saying this in the chat last night. It's just too expensive. It should be 20 quid. It's 3 snap fit models that came in a box. It was 90 quid. Ridiculous. I want all the chances to win. I just switched on. What's this thing about a giveaway? So I just posted a link, thegleam.io. It's to do with the Las Vegas Open. So Frontline Gaming, Army Painter are putting like loads of prizes together. The grand prize is a grand on Frontline Gaming's web store. It's one of those giveaways where it's like, follow this channel, have a look at this page type thing. If you follow a few channels in the community that are involved in Las Vegas Open, you're probably already doing it, so you can just enter for literally doing nothing. But you can follow other channels and get extra entries. So yeah, if you're interested, then check it out. If you're not interested, then fair enough. It's just one of those things. But yeah, you can win up to win a grand. You can win paint sets. You can win loads of stuff. So it's to help promote the Las Vegas Open, which is happening in like 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, a week on Friday. So 2 weeks on this Friday just gone. It is going to be the Las Vegas Open, which I'm involved with. So I'll be playing the first round. I'm playing the second round as well. It's only a 3-round event, so that's not too bad. Did Max Unit Poxwalkers go up? No, it's still 20, dude. Still 20. So combat patrol is illegal, yeah. I'm hovering over getting the Lord of Virulence. Should I not? No, I think you should. I think the Lord of Virulence is really strong. Even without the Blight Bombardment stratagem, is a Chaos Lord with an additional bonus for about the same points. If you're thinking about taking a Lord of Contagion, I'd take a Lord of Virulence instead, because he does the same thing. Like Lord of Contagion gets 3 inches on his Contagion ability, but the Lord of Contagion rerolls hit rolls of 1 within 6. It gives that extra AP within 6 if you roll a 6 to wound, and I think it's about the same amount of points. Let's have a look. Lord of Contagion, 120. Lord of Virulence. Yeah, so I'll take a Lord of Virulence over Contagion. So, how would that work against things like Hound of Morkai of special rules target psychers? I imagine for Hounds of Morkai it says something along the lines of can target them even if they're not the closest, or something like that. Whereas the Bodyguard says you can't target them at all. So. What is the antidote for Morty? How would you handle him? Well, I'm hopefully going to be handling him with Necrons. So I'm playing a battle report today, so I'm going to have to go soon. I'm waiting for Tom to arrive. He sent me a voice message though, so I don't know what he said. But my mum's texted me as well. Hope she's all right. What are you doing starting early? So yeah, so I'm going to hopefully deal with Necrons like multiple 1 damage shots, or just like ridiculously high damage shots like las cannons, as daft as it sounds, might do all right if you can get a couple through, because it's like dealing with him before, but he's just taking even less damage now. It's the same way. Top 5 get Death Guard units: Mortarion, and Mortarion. No, so Mortarion is number 1. Lord of Virulence is up there, probably put him in like number 5. Blight Lords, Plague Marines, Death Shroud. Maybe Lord of Villains. That's it. To be fair, I really liked the Biologus. But I didn't manage to use him very well yesterday because I missed his trick. But he's really good for combat units. So I really like him with Possessed. So Possessed and the Biologus, he gives them more wounds when they attack, which is really good. So nice, I made it live and now I'm brewing coffee. Love to my mum. Everyone, let's get some hearts in the chat for my mum who's watching live. Thanks, mum. Love you. Sorry, I'm struggling with Twitch chat because it keeps struggling. Is George's dad here? George's dad is not here this time. He was here yesterday though. Just not sad about Morty being stupid good. If he breaks the game, just up point him. It was always a travesty the Primates aren't ultimate on the battlefield. He's definitely ultimate on the battlefield now. I was honestly expecting the poxwalker size to go up. Yeah, me too. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, Typhus is going to let you take more," and it's like, nah, he doesn't. He doesn't let you take more either. Yeah, let's get some more hearts in the chat. Hell yeah! Shout out to my mom. Absolute legend. She's updated a profile picture on Facebook, and it's her wearing a Firstborn Gym t-shirt as well. Absolute lad. What's a live game yesterday? I'm wondering if Mortarion is too cheap, even at 490 points. What do you think? Like, I already mentioned it. I think giving Mortarion that 4th Warlord trait is a little bit too much. I think him being able to choose like half movement or turn off rerolls within 9 is too much. I don't think he should have got that. The -1 toughness at 9 inches and turning off auras within 3 is already really good. He didn't need that 4th Warlord trait. I think that just ticks him over the edge. I think without that, then he's more balanced. I think that 4th Warlord trait, being able to choose any of the ability you need for that game, because you choose it at the start of the first battle round, this 4th Contagion Warlord trait, it's too much. Too much. Have a blast. Thanks, Wise Monkey. What's keeping Mortarion alive without his Death Shroud? The fact that he's monstrous. He's T8, -1 damage, 4+ invuln, and a 5+ disgusting resilient. That's what's keeping him alive. You can take loads of special weapons in Plague Marines now, can't you? Yeah, you can. It'd be fun to... Would it be fun to do a spewer build? Literally try and squeeze them in where you can. I think you can put 2 spews in a unit of 10. Basically, each type of weapon... It's really funky. Like, they've got like a loadout page, which is like a page long. I showed it on stream yesterday. I think it got screenshotted as well. But that's the Plague Marine upgrade box. It's like half the page. But yeah, so you can take 2 plague spewers in a unit of 10. But you can also take a Blight Launcher, and you can also take a Plasma Gun on the Sergeant. So, you can take quite a bit. What does the grenade die do? Taliban gives you CP. So the grenade guy, he makes grenades damage 2. And he can give an extra AP and a mortal wound in combat on a 60 wound, I think. So it's basically what the grenade bomb used to be, but now in combat only. Which 3 would you take out of Biologos, Putrefier, Noxious Blightbringer, Foul Blight Spawn, and Plague Surgeon? I wouldn't take the Foul Blight Spawn anymore. I don't think he's worth it. Just now seeing your top 7 vid, feels like they got nerfed a lot. Well, mostly, that was like a change review, so it's more like what's changed in the book rather than like what's new. I go over everything in the premium video if you wanted to check it out. You were forced to take useless weapons, CC Marine squads to take 10-man squads to have enough special weapons. Literally, not a single squad that I build is legitimate anymore. Yeah, it's kind of a bugger if you've like built your army or built your squads to build up to those like things where you like harvesting mod like buying 2 boxes to get 3 weapons and then you can only use 2, which is a bit rubbish. I thought Death Guard didn't get a 5+ Feel No Pain. How does Moy? He's Warlord trait. I'm considering bringing 2 terrain pieces and putting the half movement contagion on them via strat. Yeah, that's really good, Dino. But guys, I'm going to have to go. That's why I started early, because I'm going to have to go now, I'm afraid. I can't stream for the full hour today. The Foul Blight Spawn got nerfed. That's why it's not worth it. It doesn't have the anti-charge within 7 anymore. It's now only 1 unit within 3. And the Flamer's not as good. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to go, boys. But if you want to see more, obviously check out the videos. We've got a battle report to watch. And there's also the premium video if you want to watch the full breakdown. But that's it. That's Death Guard. They're broken, basically. Go buy Mortarion if you haven't already. If you can get him, he's probably already sold out. I'm going to go film with Tom now. Tom has arrived. You might be able to see his arm. Yeah. So he's going to kick my ass with this, and I'm going to use Necrons, which should be fun. So we're going to do the unrelenting horde of death versus the unrelenting horde of robot death. So it should be good. Honestly thought Mortarion would get Void Dragon Threcker rule. He doesn't need it. If he had that, that'd be ridiculous. You'd never kill him. He wouldn't die. Has he come to clean my spare room, says Ginger Steve.
If you got a vacuum cleaner, I'll start over here if you want.
So yeah, so we're going to film a battle report. So thank you very much everyone for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Shout out to you all. As I said, I weren't sure if I was going to stream today because I did so many videos yesterday, but I thought I'd jump on for half an hour to come say hi. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. We'll be back with more videos. It's my birthday next weekend, so I might stream on the Saturday. I might play some Dawn of War and stuff, so that should be fun. So that'd be really good. So honestly, guys, thank you very much. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.